Oh, I forgot to click on that. Okay, apparently I'm live. Oh, I forgot to post on social media that I'm starting now. Oh well. Hopefully people were paying attention. Hi, Special Iron. Ooh, a Discord server link. I might just check that out when the stream's finished. Yeah, I was worried I was gonna forget to post that, so I just went ahead and posted it ahead of time and pinned it. Everything seems goo. Good to know. I didn't get music queued up. Let me go ahead and do that. Also, let me go ahead and pop out the chat. And change it to live chat. Hi, Sticks. Good as well as goo. Hi, Artie. Oh, jeez. Birdman. Let me get some music going here. What should I go with? Silver Burb. Hi, D. Gill. Let me, you know what? I haven't used Undertale music in a long time. There was a time when I was using it for everything. I kind of burned myself out on it a little bit. Oops, Undertale soundtrack, that is. Full soundtrack. Oh, and it goes for just about 2 hours. That's perfect. See. Just let me know if that's too loud, I guess. It sounds like an okay volume to me, but if it's drowning me out, let me know, or even if you can't hear it well enough. The actual spin-off of Undertale is called Deltarune, which we only played part 1 of. We never got around to playing part 2. Hi, Silent Evil. Just finished playing some Karate Kid Street Rumble. Is that a new game? I think I heard about that, maybe. About a new Karate Kid game. Recently started watching Red Dwarf again. Finished season 2 last night. Yeah, I haven't quite gotten around to rewatching Red Dwarf since I did those videos on it, but maybe one of these days I will. I think I was thinking about it for a little while, and then I ended up watching The Boys or something. Where is... I don't have my little pen stand thing. I guess I don't technically need it. Just don't want to use my pen if I don't have it. Came out last September. I got it 50% off during holidays on sale. That's cool. Oh, you watched the English dub of Headmasters. Sorry to hear that. Thoughts and prayers. Yeah, season 4 of Transformers is rough. I assume we're not talking about that little like mini series. It's like 3 episodes or something, the 3-part episode, but like that whole series. One thing I never noticed before is in Crichton Rimmer says, Lister, we're not talking about books where the main character is a dog called Ben. And then when they're in the Blue Midget, Lister is actually reading a book about a dog called Ben. Oh, that's funny. I love noticing stuff like that. Never complain about Beast Machines again. I actually kind of liked Beast Machines a little bit. Like, I watched it a little when it was first on, but I haven't, like, watched it since or anything, but for what it was, I thought it was kind of neat. Hi, Introvert Goblin. Okay, I guess I'll get started on this. I miss Spicy Iron, that was fun. Okay, so I actually just have 2 layers to go. I've got all the purple and the yellow and black, which essentially his talons and his eyes. Put those on the same layer because, you know, there's not a lot there. Did I make the right call by making the sheep the same color as his hair? I think I did. It's good to have purple in other areas other than just this area. Oh, you know what? I forgot to open, hang on, I don't have to go into my, where is it? I actually have a folder with Cybercat stuff in it. It's not all of my stuff, unfortunately, but I can actually access things again. No, wait, I don't want that. I want to open it in Photoshop. See, I think I usually start with shading, right? I haven't done any art in so long, I forgot how. Latest studio series purchase was Blaster. Cool figure, fun gimmick with the cassettes. Oh, that's cool. I don't really buy Transformers toys anymore. I don't have room for them, really. I got a bunch of Transformers statues in storage. I don't have room for those either. Someday I'll be able to display them again. No one ever commented on whether or not the music's loud enough or too loud. I assume it must be okay. Probably not getting Soundwave, mostly because A, I'm an Autobots guy, and B, I move on Linkara's favorite character. I'm a dead man. Somehow I don't think Linkara would mind. Well, for some context, I never actually watched Beast Wars. I was just, at the time I was just dating a guy who watched Beast Machine, so I watched it with him. I thought it was alright, but you know, again, I never watched Beast Wars, so, you know, I didn't really have the context of what was happening. I just thought it looked neat. That's really hard to do hair at this angle. I should probably move this thing over. That might help a little. I don't know, why this cord seems so short all of a sudden. I feel like I've had all this shit stacked on top of it. There. Stuff on top of my cord so I couldn't move my tablet around. I think this is the dummy boss music. There are a couple songs on the soundtrack with that exact tune, so sometimes it's hard to tell which is which if you haven't played the game or listened to the soundtrack in a while. Doing a great job here, but hopefully it'll look better once I smudge it. Falcor's head reminds me of Jareth from Labyrinth with that face structure and that luscious hair. I can kind of see it. Yeah, I've always heard good things about Beast Wars, but I feel like it'd be really hard to go back and watch it with how dated the CG probably looks. Beast Machines is fine, but it has severe pacing issues and participates in major character assassination. I wish my hair was like that. Same. Oh, Spicy Iron is back. Hi, Death's Head. Yeah, you didn't miss much for sure. So kind of a funny story, I guess. The reason I didn't stream last week is because I tried to, I'm on a anti-inflammatory diet, and I had to give up, one of the things I had to give up was caffeine, so I can't have coffee. In fact, it's coffee in general as well as caffeine, I think. But yeah, I tried to just do it cold turkey, and I ended up with caffeine withdrawals last Saturday, so I didn't stream because I had caffeine withdrawals. Naturally, I added it back in. And I'm trying to go off of it slowly. Oops, I just saw a little spot where I... Tisk, tisk. Right, Tara? Mama messed up. There we go. Actually being white. That might be fine the way it is. I was thinking I was going to have to add color to it to get it to blend into this, but I think it might actually be fine. See how it looks after I finished everything. Reboot arguably still looks fine despite the dated CG. That's true. Reboot looks all right for what it is. I was going to download a picture of a spicy pepper, but I really couldn't be bothered. Yeah, fair. The Tron principle in animation isn't strictly speaking up to modern standards, but has an odd charm to it. Yeah. Cold turkey. Now I want a sandwich. Yeah, I can't have bread either. After you talking about caffeine withdrawal, I had an image of you jittering back and forth across the screen, making a noise like a jackhammer. Falcor's hypno eyes. Yeah, I didn't have jitters, but I did have a really bad headache and brain fog. It was fucking terrible. Honestly, early in the day, I just felt kind of tired, and I didn't like feel that bad. I just like, I don't feel like streaming kind of thing, but it just got worse and worse throughout the day. So yeah, I called in sick due to caffeine withdrawal, essentially. Oh, I've given up on ever getting a cat episode. You're talking about Red Dwarf, right? They've had 2 chances to have cat episodes and they blew both of them, so... Not that they weren't good episodes on their own, but I wouldn't call them cat episodes. I guess I moved my phone behind me, too. No bread, one of life's greatest comforts. Yeah. That one's not too bad for me, just because, you know, I've done keto before, so I'm sort of used to not having bread. But I was having toast in the morning, and I really like that, so I do miss having toast at least. Tron had its distinct stylism. Reboot had an interesting art style. Donkey Kong Country for its bizarre weirdness, and Beast Wars for its clear expressions. Yeah, true. Yeah, sometimes it can still work. I was looking at Falcor's lipstick, and that reminded me of the time I had to wear nail polish. Excuse me. It was awful. It was like I had a bad reaction to it. My fingernails were freezing and burning. Oh, that's weird. I never heard of anyone being allergic to nail polish. A caffeine patch. Yeah, so I am slowly like weaning myself off coffee again. I'm down to like a quarter of the amount that I usually have. But I haven't quite gotten myself to pull the plug and completely go decaf. I'm a little afraid to after last Saturday. I doubt that whatever Red Dwarf episode is coming up, I doubt it will be a cat episode because of a promised land. I would like a good cat episode. I would too, but I've given up on it. I sure wouldn't mind getting one though. As long as Dina can sip on her regular stream tumbler of pure vodka. I wish. Oh yeah, I can't have alcohol either, and I can't have artificial sweeteners except for stevia. I found one kind of water enhancer that has stevia in it, and it made me realize why they normally don't use stevia. It's not very good. That's what I'm drinking right now. Like, it's okay. It's not terrible, but yeah, it's a big step down from the stuff I usually drink. Obligatory Your Santa's Still Up comment. I know. I almost feel like I have to leave it up now. I don't think I can eat anything they serve at IHOP. Maybe, I think they probably serve ham and eggs. I could probably have ham without the eggs. Steak and eggs, yeah. I forgot that they would probably have steak and eggs. I usually get bacon and eggs when I go to breakfast places, and Lee gets a waffle, and I have a quarter of his waffle normally. So yeah, I forgot about steak and eggs. Yeah. Oh, I can't have eggs either, so I could just have the steak. I don't think I mentioned before that I couldn't have eggs. You can eat tap water in this economy. Anytime someone posts a recipe involving eggs, I always respond, eggs in this economy. I think I'm the only one that finds it funny, but fingers just had a weird icy hot reaction to nail polish. That's so weird. I don't think I've ever heard of that. You can't eat water, you have to freeze it first. Tap water creme brulee. Tap salad. Yeah, I can have all the vegetables I want. In fact, I'm supposed to eat 2 cups of vegetable. No, I'm supposed to eat like 3 cups of vegetables, which I don't think I'm doing that, but I don't think I'm getting that many, but I'm trying to at least eat more vegetables. Is that overdoing it with the highlight? Well, one of those cases where I'll see how it looks when I smudge it. I don't know what it is about this hair, but it seems like it's in a particularly like awkward angle for me. I used to have that tune on my phone. I need to put it back on there. Not too many highlights here. I don't think they really needs much of that. I'm really half-assing these highlights. I hope this looks okay. Oh no, I can't have tofu either. I can't have soybeans. I can't have anything that's that could be inflammatory. Apparently soybeans are on that list. So like, let me try to remember. Sorry, I got distracted by dog song. So let me think if I can remember. I can't have sugar. I can't have God, this song is distracting. Anything with like, what's the term? Like the stuff that's in bread. Gluten. I can't have, okay, so I can't have sugar, I can't have gluten, I can't have coffee or caffeine. What else is there? Corn, but I don't really eat corn. Alcohol, I don't really drink alcohol. Oh, eggs. I think that's everything. And of course I'm supposed to eat like all natural stuff and not things with too many chemicals or whatever. Oh, nightshades are another one, so I can't have potatoes, which I really miss. I did recently discover that sweet potatoes are not nightshades, so I can have sweet potatoes, so that's good. I had sweet potatoes and turkey sausage for breakfast yesterday, and that was pretty good. Today on Cooking with Dina is flattened chicken breasts breaded and fried, doused with a sauce of sweet cherry tomatoes, hot peppers, and onions drenched in well, I could eat the chicken from that. Reminds me of the trope, my sensors indicate you wish to tap that. What shampoo does Falcor use? I wish I knew. Yeah, I've had a tofu scramble before. It is pretty good if you put black salt on it. But yeah, I was doing that for a while when eggs became too expensive. But I can't have tofu because it's got soybeans in it. Yeah, soybeans are another one which I didn't mention when I was listing them, I think. But would you shut up? Oh my God. L'Oreal, because he's worth it. Hi, George. I forget who it was who wanted the needed the invite back into the server, but I hope they show up. Because that was the whole reason I put that there. It's not converted to breatharianism. Nope. Joy. Oh, this is like one of my favorite songs on the soundtrack. That dog sounds almost antithetical to the usual theme of your channel. Oh, right. Unfortunately, I don't like fish very much except for canned tuna, but I did have some of that last weekend. Poultry's fine, like just about any meat is fine, I think. It just can't have, you know, like nitrates and stuff in it. And it's only, supposedly you only have to go on it for 2 weeks. The point is to like see if my face clears up. So we'll see. If it doesn't clear up in 2 weeks, then maybe I'll have to do it again, but ideally I should only have to do it for 2 weeks, and then I can start gradually like reintroducing that food back into my diet. Yeah, turkey sausage is pretty good. Honestly, if I put ground turkey in, if I put like taco seasoning in ground turkey, I can't even tell the difference. So whenever I make taco salad, I always use ground turkey now. Dang, that is limiting. At least sweet potatoes are good. Yeah. One donut hole without sugar. Well, Vindaloo has potatoes in it, so... Oh, I think dairy was one of the things I forgot. So yeah, well, I think it's made with coconut milk sometimes. Vindaloo is. Cornflakes with onions. Would you shut up? No. Oh, that's right, it was Cinematic Sith. I forgot. Yeah, I had forgotten who it was. Yeah, I don't need too many peppers, but I do use some spices that are made from peppers, so I can't use those. A flank steak? Oh, sweet potato fries with marshmallow dipping sauce. That sounds amazing. Again, last night's flat lager. Hot lager with croutons. Ew. I forgot that Lister did that at some point. Alright, time to blend this and see if it turns out okay. It's the date with papyrus music. Panziza Spice Company sent every customer in DC a free box of Resist Keep America Alive spice mix. I used that for the chicken and gave out a bunch and still have half a box. Favorite milkshake flavor is beer. That's true. Single plum floating in perfume served in a man's hat. What? I feel like that's a reference to something, but I don't know what. Always wanted to try American sweet potato casserole with marshmallows. Always seemed like the most gloriously delicious abomination to me. Oh, it is. Family toyed with a savory sweet potato casserole recipe for years, sort of a take on au gratin. I imagine that would probably be good. I don't know what sort of changes you'd have to make to it to make it work. Honestly, I don't really eat sweet potatoes on a regular basis, so the fact that I can only have sweet potatoes, it's a little bit annoying, but at least it's better than nothing. I don't know if that looks great, but eh. Figure a couple little highlights down here is a good idea. Not too many. Makes sense that there'd be a couple little bright spots. Okay, now let's see how we're... I think that works. Let me compare it to, of course he's wearing his headdress here, so it's gonna look different, but... I was maybe a tiny bit shy with the shininess on this one. I also inked it differently too. I was trying to make it look like that statue of Satan, and I think if I remember correctly, I think his hair was sort of like... What do you call this? Piecey, whatever. What's the term for that when your hair is just kind of like... in like, I don't want to say clumps. That sounds bad. Whatever. I've tried sweet potato and marshmallow bacon. It's weird. I prefer pumpkin pie. My mom sometimes makes really nice cheese and potato gratin. Interesting. Sweet taters are the worst taters. Yeah, I definitely prefer white potatoes personally. The Plum in a Man's Hat is a reference to the Simpsons episode with Homer's a cappella group. It was what the Yoko Ono parody ordered. Oh, okay. I knew that had to be a reference to something. I guess it sounds familiar now that you mentioned Simpsons. Nice shade of purple there, thank you. Funniest part of that was the dive bar Mo had it readily on hand. A nothing burger, nothing salad. It's funny you should mention burgers. I was kind of in the mood for something resembling a burger last night, so I had a beef patty with on a bed of kale. I'm trying to include some kind of vegetable with my meals all the time. Right now I'm kind of leaning on kale. So I had a beef patty on a bed of kale, and I had cubed sweet potatoes with it, which I had cooked in the oven, so they had kind of a similar texture as fries. And I made like a mayo substitute out of coconut yogurt, lemon juice, and olive oil, and a little mustard, and some salt and pepper. It didn't quite taste like mayo, but it worked well enough. I mixed it with tuna once before too. It was pretty good with that as well. That's when they eat in Fantasia. God damn it. Oh wait, is this based on that statue of Lucifer that was too hot for church? Yes. It's 100% based on that. I saw that and I'm like, I need to draw Falcor in that pose. No, not cornrows. I'm thinking of when the hair sort of like clumps together, kind of. I feel like there's a term for that and I can't think of it now, but I mean, clump sounds bad. I just mean that, whatever. Gandhi ate more than this. Milk is too spicy for the church. Got less meat in them than a chicken McNugget. Something resembling a burger, isn't that essentially what they serve at McDonald's? They serve real burgers, it's just not the best quality meat. Now when Dina eats a burger, she excludes bread, meat, lettuce, not meat, I don't exclude the meat. Lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, ketchup. I can't have pickles, I think, because they're not, I mean, they're just cucumbers. I did have pickles with tuna and the mayo substitute last weekend. Ketchup mayo. Yeah, can't have mayo, of course. It's made with eggs. As far as I know, I can have mustard, though. It comes from a seed, right? Doesn't mustard come from mustard seed, or am I stupid? Yeah, sesame seeds are okay. No, I'm not thinking of dreads either. Just never mind. Saw Mickey 17 last night, and thanks to Tony Collette, I almost developed an aversion to sauces. I don't know what that is. Leave their vaguely delicious, vaguely beef patties out of this. I did not watch the Lucifer show. It felt like a rip-off of Angel to me. Aioli. What's aioli made out of? Doesn't that have egg in it? Isn't aioli basically mayo? Or am I confusing it with something else? Mustard comes from a gas. Oh, oil and garlic. Yeah, and I should be able to have that. It's a lot of great ideas, great world building, and a great lead character, but it really falls apart with its sluggish pacing, obvious story, and underbaked supporting cast. Mustard is mustard seed, white pepper, and a ton of vinegar. Okay, that's what I thought. I couldn't remember if mustard came from mustard seeds or not, or if I'm... whatever. Lucifer and angel sound almost oxymoronic until you remember that Lucifer was an angel. Good point. I meant the vampire angel who had his own show. Thought about seeing Mickey. I don't remember what Mickey 17 is. I know I've heard the title. Grey Poupon ice cream? No, I have not had that. Hi, John. Dairy Queen has the best fries. McD's is hit or miss for me. Five Guys has really good fries and they give you a freaking ton of them. Yeah, there's some really weird tunes in Undertale. This music goes with a snail race. I've been to Dairy Queen in ages. I don't remember what their fries are like or any of their food. Wendy's fries are actually pretty good. Arby's, Raley's, In-N-Out, Tommy's if I'm feeling chili fries. Oh, this is the music that goes with the Temmie village. Okay, time to shade this sheet. For some reason, whenever I'm listening to the soundtrack on headphones, I skip this one because for whatever reason, it's kind of hard on my ears. Don't remember why. Oh, this one too. This song is ear rape if you're wearing headphones. I liked how Lucifer later switched the traditional Lucifer, Archangel, Michael dynamic. Or you mean the Lucifer show? Movie's a sci-fi about a guy who signs up to be an human guinea pig whose body and memories are reprinted every time he dies. Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Good idea, so-so results. I think I've heard that too. Let's shade us some sheets. I don't remember Wendy's chips, but I do remember having some thick ice cream thing that I wasn't sure whether it was a milkshake or ice cream and ended up eating it with a spoon. I'm wearing earphones and believe it or not, I've heard worse. It's not like it's bad music or anything. It's just, at least for me, it's kind of hard on my ears. Of course, I also have the music at a low volume here, so. Damn, I miss Undertale. I might just have to break down and do a stream of it again. Dun, 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 dun. think of this character's name. Oh my god. The character that has this theme music. I can't believe I forgot her name. She's like one of my favorite characters. Oh no, I'm starting to forget Undertale. Oh, Undyne. You said Undone, but yeah, Undyne. Oh my god. How could I forget Undyne? She's such a good character. Trying to think of how the shadow, what kind of shadow this leg would cast. I guess that makes sense. Oops. Thanks for the hearts. I don't know who's setting them, but I assume it's Special Iron. He's the resident heart sender. Oh, I'm getting so many hearts. Gonna need a bigger brush. I keep seeing all these hearts at the corner of my eye. You guys are funny. Oh, it's the Cooking with Dina theme. Just keep on getting hearts. Oh, it's another favorite of mine. Metal Crusher. Okay, I'm gonna need a smaller brush now. Oops. How glossy do I want this sheet to be? I guess it'd be cool if it was like a satin sheet. So every once in a while I notice the hearts. I notice more hearts from the corner of my eye. I'm probably not noticing all of them, but... I should probably look at the chat at some point. I feel like the edge of what he's sitting on could be like right here, so maybe there'd be like a slight highlight there. You guys are killing me with these hearts. Just a constant stream of hearts through the whole freaking stream. Okay, let me get caught up on the chat because this sheet's taking me a little longer than I thought it would. I was hoping I could do it all in one thing, but... Spam the heart button like it owes you money. Shade is a lovely purple, thank you. I've not eaten McDonald's in over 22 years. Here's to 22 more. I think McDonald's is fine. I didn't grow up on it though, so it's not like the best thing ever to me. I just think it's fine for what it is. See what you do with Wendy's Frosty, dip your fries in it. That's funny, Lee and I were just talking about that concept the other day. That reminds me of an old Garfield strip. Come on, Garfield, don't you want any of my coffee? Okay then, but just a small slice. No Grey Poupon fans. Not Grey Poupon specifically, but I do have some brown mustard that I like. I think it's honey mustard. I don't know if I've ever been to Wendy's. Digging the silver Gambit knee brace, Ethan. That does look a little like Gambit's boots. I never thought of that. I kind of borrowed a lot of his aesthetic from a Boris Vallejo painting called Chrome Robot. And it had these kind of knee things. And I don't remember... I believe it had these too as well. So that's coincidence, but that's funny. Excuse me. Quick glance at Falcor's fortunately blacked out crash. Wow, a request for Fester's Quest music. Probably not, because this Undertale soundtrack goes for just over 2 hours, so it'll probably end just about the time I end the stream. So no Fester's Quest this week. Didn't occur to me that anybody would actually miss it. I dip my Chick-fil-A fries in my milkshake. Yeah, a lot of people do that apparently. I don't think I've ever done it. I'll bet his nether regions are the most polished on his body. Jesus. His expression makes his groin covering feel burlesque. It does look kind of naughty, doesn't it? Favorite bit of character building an Undertale fan comic did was to imply that the stoic warrior act Undyne initially put on was her emulating her mom. Interesting. I don't remember if there's any mention of her having parents in the game. I guess that's why it's fan comic. Don't watch him too much, he'll go blind. It's not just you, but you're contributing. Special iron. Oh, it was also John. Oh, the mother was an OC, okay. George as well. Spam the hard button like it owes you money. Oh my god, you guys. I don't know why this is funny to me. Last time I saw this many hearts, I was losing at poker night. Now I'm picturing you icing a cake, although, oh, because of the music that was playing, although that could be a euphemism for Falcor. Did you just flip my switch? Time for a new mouse. It doesn't let you spam hearts fast enough. Oh, you guys are funny. Spamming hearts like it's crunch time at Hormel. When did you sign his thigh? I'm glad you like the purple, John. Constant heart attack. There you go. I'm getting heart attacked. McDonald's may be fine, but man alive, did their Happy Meal toys take a hit over the years. I've heard that. Fine but boring, that's fair. Flash is missing all the food talk, but I'm sure he'll be just in time for the Sonic talk unless we start talking about it now. It's funny you should mention that because Corridor Crew did a video on Sonic 3 where they talked about the special effects. I'd recommend it if you're interested in that sort of thing. Oh, Muffet's theme. Going to Tasmania again, huh? We missed the soundtrack, just not the game. Yeah, same. Great soundtrack, not so great game. Pepperberry and chocolate ice cream? Interesting. Pepperberries are similar to peppercorns but juicier, huh? Spamming the hearts in my mouse pad sounds like one of those telegraph guys on the Morse code machines. Yeah, Muffet, not Muppet. She's an Undertale boss. Her name is Muffet, and she sort of looks like an anthropomorphic spider, but cute. It was fun to drop by and spam hearts for everyone. Now my hair must be cut, and I can eat all the Texas Roadhouse bread. All right, John, thanks for stopping by. A very Muppets Undertale. Yeah, I kind of could. A living corpse. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, lagging. I hope not. Okay. Oh, sorry. I miss being able to have a caffeinated drink while I stream. I'd sing along with this in my Metaton voice if I remembered the lyrics. All I remember is, oh my love, my one true love. It's so sad, you're gonna die. Cry, cry, cry. So sad it's happening. That's all I remember. This was a parody of some game. I think it was some Final Fantasy game that had someone singing opera. It wasn't one I've played. I just know of it. Final Fantasy 6? Oh, okay. Gladly knows Final Fantasy games better than I do. Do these highlights make sense? Sometimes when you're zoomed in, you don't really know what you're doing. I could cut down on some of that highlight, I think. This is why I keep the medium color handy. Do, do, do. Less is more sometimes. That makes a little more sense, I think. Okay. Let me see how this looks. Oh, I forgot to, there we go. something doesn't look quite right here. Let me take a little mini break from it and get caught up on the chat. Okay, it looks like nobody else is having lag. Can I have matcha? It has caffeine in it, so... Unfortunately, I can't. Oh no, he's hot. I love how you can skip the Muffet boss if you remember to save a spider donut needed in front of her. Yeah. I usually will, like, go through the boss battle for at least a little bit just so I can hear the music for a while. And then once I get tired of it, then I'll eat the spider donut. Or once the battle starts to get too hard, because it does get hard after a bit. Okay, D-Ville, thanks for stopping by. D-Gill, sorry. Phrasing. Oh, the previous song? Yeah, it's called, It's Raining Somewhere Else. It's really pretty. Also love how if you know the story, it's blatantly obvious that Mettaton is tired of following Alfie's script. Yeah. I don't know if I remember that from Final Fantasy VIII. Very silky cloth, good. Combination of cloth and metal results in a lot of static electricity. You guys really overthink this stuff. If it was really made out of silk, I think that Falcor would have trouble getting it to stay on his leg. Oh yeah, good point. Dazzling. Yeah, I guess we wore out the food talk. Oh well. This sounds like music he'd twerk to. Tangent in my brain, he should wear blue velvet. I watched that retrospective last month and the cinema gave the crowd pieces of velvet fabric. That's cool. Overthinking is kind of our thing in these streams. That's true. It's kind of a thing in my videos now that you mention it. Oops. Oh, here we go. Mettaton's final form. Oh, yes. My Mettaton voice kind of sounds like a combination of Markiplier and George Takei. I don't know why, but I feel like I need a little bit more right here. Oops, why not have the... Oh, I guess I oops. I guess I deselected the purple. Try to make those highlights look a little bit more interesting and less like just lines. Can never run out of food talk. Probably. Recently posted meme of the mascot that looks like Batman twerking. Oh yeah, that's funny. Peppered octopus at an Asian buffet. That isn't male stripper music. I don't know what it is. Yeah, pretty much. Actually kind of fits this drawing I'm doing a little bit. I love that I was about suggesting chili dogs to combine food and Sonic just as Dina zooms in on that groin. Ah! Sorry. Phrasing. George Takei and Markiplier do the fusion dance gone wrong, gone sexual. My headcanon for Metaton's EX voice is American David Bowie. Oh yeah, that would work. Okay, Sticks, thanks for stopping by. Oh, clocks go forward where you are. Yeah, we already did that. Okay. I guess I'm good there. Oops. So what color did I use there? What shade, rather? Looks like I used the lighter one. I don't know why the sound of the elevator is on the soundtrack, but there seems some little issues here I need to fix at some point. Oh, I guess I did use the darker one. Huh. Well, honestly, I think I'll just leave that the way it is. There's some shiny talons. Okay, now I have to do the effect with his eyes. Too much or too little? That's too much. That's too little. I guess that's right. Okay. I'm just gonna put the little white core. Thanks for the hearts. Oops, layer. There it is. There we go. Well, he's basically done. Guess I can work on some little details and correcting some things I messed up on. Stupid sexy daylight savings time. Synthesis of a few rock stars like he and Alfie's work diligently to create the ultimate idol for the human world. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we had to go backward too. Oh no, you're going forward. The person who recorded it had to go to the next floor via elevator to get the next track. I doubt he needs manicures. One of my favorite Undertale fanfics, One by One, is about Frisk's fierce determination to get a happy ending for Azrael. Aw. His flashing eyes are like he's hypnotizing us. Very hearty stream. That's true. Oh yeah, the Sphinx's eyes from Neverending Story. Falcor looks like he's actually threatening to expose himself if we don't comply with his demands. Don't threaten us with a good time. Got a loincloth and I'm not afraid to move it. Oh god. Let me go to the bathroom really quick. I'll be right back. Thanks, Special Iron. Oh, sorry about the yawning. DBZ fans and Metal Gear fans battle to decide who has the more homoerotic series. I didn't realize Metal Gear was... Actually, I didn't even realize either was homoerotic. But okay. I'm hearing all these cool tunes and wondering about the context behind them all. Well, you should play Undertale then. Or you could watch my Let's Play of Undertale I did a few years ago. Another tangent I really saw big. I recently saw big tubs of yogurt I enjoy were on sale, and cheekily said, "Don't threaten me with a good time." I walked out with 3 tubs. Their threats were very persuasive. I'd be worried that it might go bad before I could eat it all. Oh, sorry again. Didn't Cat once have a dream involving a large tub of yogurt? 3 girls, yep. Thanks, George. I just may have to check it out. If you start getting lots of new comments on your channel, you'll know why. Yeah, I really had fun, like, doing voices for the characters. I didn't do a good job on everybody. Some of them sound very similar to each other. And some of them I just didn't do much with, but, you know, I'm not a voice actor. DBZ has guys fighting in their underwear like wrestlers. I don't remember seeing that in DBZ, but eh. Metal Gear Solid sneaking suits designs were based off bondage gear. Oh. Also, Snake has a thong on his suit. I guess that's true. On the other hand, Masters of the Universe does have a character named Fisto. I don't know, for some reason I just can't see DBZ as homoerotic. Maybe it's been a while. Oh, I'm sure there are some tweaks I could make on this to make it a little bit better. I don't like how there's not much contrast between this and this. Did I use the darkest color? I'm sure I did. Well, I'm not tied to the colors I normally use. I can go darker for this one picture if I want. Oh God. Omega Flowey. This boss is so disturbing, I love it. Help. Oh yeah. That's much better. Maybe a disturbing boss, but he's bloody good on the drums. Speaking of voices, I'm likely to be doing a voice in a DBZ abridged channel through a voice actor friend's recommendation. Oh, that's cool. Can't remember the character, but he'll sound similar to Herbert the Pervert. Oops, didn't mean to click on that. Also, this arm blends into his torso a little bit. Wonder what I can do about that. Let's see if that makes sense. I think that works. It's sort of subtle. I don't know if it makes sense for Chrome to be shaded that way, but it does give it a little bit more depth. A little bit of much needed depth. I need to put like some purple highlights on him. There's so much purple around him. There's a line Cell says after becoming perfect, he knocks away a fighter and says, "It's the second one to touch my perfect body." You need to do a version where he's just seen Jessica walk in and now he's propping up the loincloth. Wallace and Gromit music. This is the Undertale soundtrack. That's weird. Thanks for the hearts. The actual lines from the English dub and mail in Japan, probably not too far from what they said. So what would be a good way to do this? Turn down the opacity. How does that look? Well, hang on. That looks like a good color for a reflection, maybe. How do I want to do this? Oh, no, that doesn't make sense. That feels like overkill. I'm not sure what to do here. Oops. God, that actually is a really small detail. I was worried I was overdoing it, but it's actually really subtle. I was just zoomed in so far, it looked like I was making a big difference. So I think I was actually on the right track with what I was doing. Problem is I have to follow this perfectly or it's just not going to look right. I guess it's okay if it's not perfect. Actually, that would have been a good way to distinguish his arm from his torso. I'm just trying to see what I could do different, what I could change or fix on this. I don't know. Grind those balls or grind them. Thanks for the farts. I wouldn't be thanking you for that. Well, that's because that's where the blanket is, and I have to... So that's where there would be the most reflection. Pushes up glasses. I'm actually only something like 2% of women find the male groin attractive. Most like the butt. I guess that sounds right. Yeah, dicks are meant to be functional, not attractive. I definitely said that, didn't I? like 2 ostrich eggs wrapped in a turkey skin swinging pendulously. Oh god. I remember the spooky creature in the True Lab that just wanted to tuck Frisk in. Yeah, that was so cute. Spam the farts would be a different experience. Probably not very healthy. I'm not sure what else I could do with this. I feel like I think I've reached the point where I kind of just need to close it for a while and not look at it, and then, you know, like a few hours later, like look at it again and see if there's anything I can fix. But yeah, I've reached the point where I kind of can't do anything else on it until I've had a chance to not look at it for a while. Oh, it's Obi. It's floppy Obi. Obi has flopped into the stream. Real statistics too. I remember from years ago on a study of what male parts women find attractive. Others include pectorals and biceps. Yeah, that sounds right too. An hour after KFC. Oh yeah, abs. Oh, there he is. Hey, Flash. I think the man parts women are most attracted to her personality. Yep. Nap too long as per usual. I'm doing pretty good, Flash. I hope you're doing well too. I never put my cat ears on, did I? I think I thought about it earlier and then I didn't. I'm not even sure where they are. They're usually over here somewhere. Oh well. Commence Sonic talk. What do you want, silly girl? Can't quite see her. I think she got annoyed because Lee got on the bed and she's all, "That's my bed, I was sleeping on it." True facts about the living corpse. When he sees a woman with abs, he wishes she would use them to cheese grind his face. Okay. Little TMI there. I wouldn't mind having abs someday. I've obviously got a ways to go, but maybe someday. Here to add to the food Sonic and Red Dwarf discussions that have been had. I was mentioning earlier that Corridor Crew did a video on the third Sonic movie where they went over the special effects. It was really interesting. Recently downloaded Sonic X Shadow Origins. You can thank Lee for that. One of his vids inspired me. Cats claiming bed since time immemorial. I just noticed that it's apparently spicy iron as the main head tonight. Roast wallaby and pepperberry ice cream. I missed the part about roast wallaby. That's unusual. I don't know if I could eat a wallaby. They're too cute. Everyone wants abs. They're the unicorns of muscles. Yeah, especially in the sense of how hard they are to get. Cats claiming anything since time immemorial. There's a bird called the Alaskan a Weibo that sounds like it's saying its name constantly. That's cute. So you're saying it's a Pokemon. I have abs. Yeah, technically we all have abs. They're just hidden. Sorry. As mentioned earlier, I really miss caffeine. Every time I see that title as well as Sonic X Shadow Generations, I reflexively start panicking for a moment. They named it the same as their ship tag. Yeah, that's an odd title to give it. Like a fancy car that only 500 were made in the whole world. I have a 6-pack we're just buried underneath the rest of the shopping. I like that one. Only eat wallaby if in Tasmania, and even then I feel conflicted. Kangaroos, on the other hand, well, they know what they did. And see, I don't know if I could eat a kangaroo either. Maybe. Having a belly means I'm happy, so it's staying. I mean, that's fair. We have kegs like Homer Simpson. How much Undertale soundtrack do I have to go? Oh, like 25 minutes. Yeah, I'm not going to stick around that long. I read one recently. Starting a new job is like joining a show 4 seasons in. It is like that. Tina's body, where is the coffee? Undertale music jump scare. Oh, I forgot. I was going to put some reflections on his face, too. There we go. Found something to do. Oh, that doesn't look right. That kind of took the darkness out of the shading, though. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Sorry. Not really updated the playlist. I've been because my my music files are on a drive that we don't have access to right now. I've been just kind of finding soundtracks on YouTube, and I realized I hadn't used Undertale in a long time. Kangaroos are cute too, until they barrel towards your car while you're going 80 miles per hour. Oh, 50 miles per hour down the road with little time to stop or swerve. Yeah. Falcor's face is as though Rita Tickle just turned up offering to babysit. Now Tina epically does shading to electric guitar. I'm in a forum game where we are in charge of Sonic Team. It's currently 2008 and Sega's still in the console race. Oh, sorry, Flash. Your mention of yawning made me yawn. Epic shading, now there's a video niche that needs exploring. Never a bad time for Undertale, indeed. Yeah, for a while I was using Undertale music for background music for a lot of my videos, and after a while I kind of wore it out, so I didn't play it during streams. Read a tickle offering to babysit sounds like code, like a code Falcor is happy to answer. Oh no, sorry. And you made me on again. Undertale, the fandom has put me off Undertale. How they've treated some Let's Players is horrible. I've never seen that. I've heard that. I've never actually seen it happen. Oh, coffee. I wish I could have coffee. Hello, my name is Rita Tickle. I'm with the Appy Baby. Babysitting agency. I know that's not what you typed, but that's what I ended up saying. The one guy who wanted the link for the Discord server never showed up. Okay, if I'm yawning this much, maybe I should just end the stream. At least I'm only like 10 minutes early. I was worried I would finish this super early, but it worked out. Wonder how many other places on the internet you'll find Rita Tickle references. Not too many, I would imagine. If that game was more popular, she'd be all over the place. Get sleep, girl, you worked hard. It's only 3 p.m. though. Just to be clear, I yawn because someone else thousands of miles away in America yawned. That's true power of the internet, people. That's true. Just to be clear, I think I read that as just to be fair or something. Oh, chat, you must start typing comments quickly. You have 10 minutes. Nope. Okay, you guys, I think I'm gonna end here. I'm yawning too, and I'm in Australia. You could take a power nap. You're an adult. You're allowed. I know. I don't really nap, though. Then again, usually I have caffeine and I don't need to nap, so global yawning. Okay, you guys. Hopefully I will be back next week. I have been working on I have been working on the next page for the Cybercats comic, and I've scanned it in. I just got to finish tweaking it so it's ready to color, but I should be able to do that before next week. Of course, I could end up missing next week for other reasons, but hopefully I will be here next week. If not, hopefully the week after. We keep this up, we're going to deplete the planet's oxygen supply between us. Okay, everybody. I just turn this thing off then. Okay, like I said, enjoy the rest of your weekend. I hope to see you next week. Apparently the guy who doesn't drink coffee and doesn't know how the addiction feels. You are so lucky. Try to be awake for next week. Daylight savings may make me miss it. Oh yeah. Looking forward to the next page. We actually got to see the Cybercats last time. About 50 of them, that's true. No Cybercats in the next page, but the next page is actually the last page of that whole, like, history part. Flashback, whatever you want to, it's not really a flashback, but backstory. That's the last page of the backstory. After I finish that page, I will be able to finally frickin' draw Falcor at least. Oh, thanks, Special Iron and Flash. Okay, like I said, at the end of the prologue. Thank you, that's what I should be calling it. Yeah, the next page is the last page of the prologue. And it switches to current time or whatever. Current time for the comic, that is. Oh, so many hearts. I got so many hearts this time. Okay, everybody. Like I said, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will hopefully see you next week. If not, all hearts and all the yawns. If not next week, definitely the week after. Okay, bye.